Hey, Big Mike. So next, I wanted to ask you about this, man, and see what your opinions were about this whole Larry Hoover situation, man. So Larry Hoover gets pardoned federally by Donald Trump, the president, right? So the president pardons Larry Hoover, and a lot of people were celebrating because, a lot of people down in Mississippi, there's a lot of, growth and development down there. A lot of people in Chicago, Atlanta, because, at first they thought that he was coming home free, but really he got pardoned federally. So now he has to do the rest of his time that he has in a state situation in Illinois, which is way better than being in that Colorado Supermax where you're underground. You basically don't get to live like a human being. It's just a horrible situation. When you heard this news, what'd you think?
I mean, when they said that they pardoned him, that Donald Trump pardoned him federally anyway, I knew that he wasn't just coming right home. That's the feds, you know what I'm saying? The man still had, 200 years of state time to do or something like that?
Yeah.
So, I knew he wasn't coming home, but I watched people, you know what I'm saying? But I watched people, turn up and make little reels and, you know what I'm saying, post certain things like all day to free Larry and all of this and all that. Now, that man deserved to be free because that man been inside them prison walls for a long time, man. And don't nobody deserve to, I don't feel like nobody deserve to be in there all that time unless you like a man type stuff. You feel me? But when they said it, it was a good thing because now he got to do is try to talk to, you know what I'm saying, the governor, Illinois, probably try to get some clemency or something like that to get up out of there. Because I do think that he'll serve a better purpose on the outside than it is.
Yeah, I think with the changes that he's made and the direction that they're trying to move with the whole growth and development, it seems like, man, they're trying to push something positive. At least his son's been out there speaking. I've seen a little bit of that. Some of the things that Kanye, or I should say Jay Prince, has been in on, has been seem positive, in nature. So, but the crazy part about it is, immediately after that, there was a video that got dropped by 1090 Jake. Now, 1090 Jake is one of everybody's favorite YouTubers, but he put on some allegations that Larry Hoover had some snitch paperwork on him. Now, this was based on a newspaper clip from the 60s where Larry Hoover had allegedly gotten shot and had told when he got shot, but nobody can officially substantiate any of the stuff. And the guy who actually shot Larry Hoover or was involved in the shooting said that he was not told on by Larry Hoover. Did you see any of that? And if you did, what did you think about it?
I did, and the only thing I thought was 1090 Jake playing with his life, man. You playing with your own life. Now I get it. I ain't got no problem with 1090 Jake. I guess a journalist, you can say.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber, one of the best at bringing, I ain't got no problem with him either. It's just a big story. He's just one of the best people to bring down the finer points from paperwork when it comes to paperwork and telling the story in a narrative. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that, but his what he got ain't actual paperwork. Those are newspaper articles.
And that was a lot of people's point. You know what I mean?
The during those times, the people can put anything in those newspapers, bro. That ain't fine. That ain't black and white. You know what I'm saying? That's a newspaper article. And you got a lot of people out here that love Larry Hoover and still will do anything for that man. So
I seen a 60-year-old man crying, talking about they freed my chief. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. I was like, whoa, this is crazy, man. So that love and dedication is there, man. So I don't know. That's a tough call. What do you think?
I just think he shouldn't have did it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think he should have did it. You feel me? I guess he looking at it like he ain't scared. You know what I'm saying? To try to bring down Chicago legend, but at the same time, certain things you just don't, you just gotta leave it alone, bro. Feel me? What is you getting out of that? It's gonna cost you, my boy. For real. people hurt behind what you just said about this man. Like, people hurt.
Yeah, it was an outrage, man. So a lot of people were debating about it, man, but we'll see how it plays out because, it seems like with Larry Hoover and his camp, there's so much on some positive stuff that a lot of people are just moving in that direction with it for the most part, right?
Yeah, but it ain't even about the ones that's growth and development. You feel me? It's the ones that's the Gangster Disciples, and they still trying to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, you want to play with Chief? You know what I'm saying? Like, they get brownie points off 1090 Jake. You feel?
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's a crazy situation, man.
A lot of crash outs out here, man. That little dude.
That's wild, man. So, man, I almost don't even want to talk about that subject, even though but it is what it is, and it's a story that was out there. So, with that, I'll say, man, hopefully the best. I'm pretty sure 1090 Jake didn't have the worst intentions or nothing like that, and hopefully nothing happens in this situation, right?
Yeah, he a YouTuber. That's why I said I ain't got no problem with him. He a YouTuber, and that's the job that he chose to do. So I commend him for, for doing it. But at the same time, when you in the entertainment and you dealing with stuff, especially something that come with a force to be reckoned with, sometimes you just got to be like, is it even worth it? Feel?
Nah, that's facts. That's with anything, man. Facts. All right, man. So next, I want to ask you about this. Now, also, man, since the last time we got together, man, and talked about things, last time we really didn't talk about Lil Durk much. But this time, there was a situation with Lil Durk. He went for bond, man, and his bond got denied again. And I'm talking about they threw everything but the kitchen sink. Millions of dollars. The label made promises. Everybody was making promises, and the judge still denied his bond federally in this case. Now, also, people are saying that based on an interview he did, or actually what came out in court, in the media, is based on an interview that he did with DJ Academics. They were saying he all but admitted to the Lil Pop situation. Now, I don't see the connection there, but there's, that's some of the chatter out there. So just hearing that and taking that as rumor, what do you think?
I mean, they can say what they want to say, because you never know what somebody talking about in these interviews. Like, everything I'm sitting up here answering with you right now, I could be lying about everything I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you prove that what my words is saying is real? You know what I'm saying? That's just like when it comes to rap music. Just because he rap about killing people and stuff like that don't mean that he know killing and that he actually out there doing. So for you to be taking interviews and rap lyrics and trying to use them against somebody in a court case when there's a freedom of speech and this is all entertainment and for entertainment purposes only. How can you say that my words are true? So it's like, I mean,
They can't.
You know what I'm saying? They can't. But the bond, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get the bond situation. Like, this is what you allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, you was involved with these crimes, you feel me? And you got money and you got power on the streets. Allegedly, you got power on the streets. And you think we about to let you out on bond so that some of our witnesses that we got on our case could come up missing or did something? They not doing that. It ain't happening. You feel me? Like, and Durk got some money. I know, and then the label got some money, so I know they threw all type of money to try to figure the situation out. But when it comes to stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying, like, a lot of people praying on Durk downfall right now. A lot of people don't want that man to get back out.
Yeah, and we see that. Now, to be exact, Durk and his legal team were offering a bond package that included $4.5 million in cash and 24-hour electronic monitoring. So similar to what NBA YoungBoy had, right? Now this was up from the $3 million bond package that Durk had previously offered. So they're talking about cash money, $4.5 million to the federal government for his bond, and you know what I mean, and signing up to be monitored for 24 hours. Now, based on the fact that he's not accused of actually squeezing any triggers, but being at the top, you know, they denied it. So this is what the judge came back with. So the court said that the court finds that the government is proven by a preponderance of evidence that no combination of conditions would reasonably assure the appearance of defendant as required. So they still feel like Lil Durk is a flight risk because of all the money that he has and things, right? So they also said the court further finds that the government has proven by clear and convincing evidence that no combination of conditions would reasonably assure the safety of any person and the community. So they feel also that if they released him on bond, that there could be a situation where other people aren't safe and potential witnesses could be harmed or something like that, allegedly, right? So taking that into account, and you've gone through the whole system yourself, what do you think?
I just think like those people, them judges, it's like they ain't stupid, bro. Like they been judges for a long time, so they know what come with the game. And plus, you know, everybody go off of, even if them judges say they not going off of what is happening like on the internet or what he said in his interviews or what he may have said on the phone, they is going off that. You know what I'm saying? It's in the back of their mind already. So it's kind of like it sometimes be like a lose-lose situation because, you know what I'm saying, you never know what type of judge that is. It might be a judge that already hated Durk. You feel me? Like, nope, I'm finna make your life a living hell right now. Like, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't about to try to leave the country. You ain't about to get no witnesses killed. I ain't none of that. So it's like them judges be biased anyway, man. They be on some BS. So it's like they trying to keep him in up. They think he gonna try to run. They think some of their witnesses gonna come up there, and they don't want that on their conscience.